So guys, I think the House of Assembly members are now scared. Watch this video.
To the people of Nigeria, your crying is right. Your complaint of hardship is right. But is the solution found in carrying placard and lining the streets? Is the solution found in copying a country lesser than us? The references that are made today to Kenya and all the rest of them, they are smaller countries to Nigeria. We are giant of Africa. We must provide a solution that is better and sustainable and lasting. That solution is not found in our children being killed on the streets while protesting. It's not found in our raising placard. It's found in supporting the policies of government and understanding that these policies need time to begin to materialize. Rome was not built in a day. In 360 days, the president of this country have not rested, have not gone on jamboree, has not gone to pursue shadows. He has been deliberately, intentionally laying foundation for a nation that needs that stability. And we have been supporting, and I thank the parliament for all the support. We have been giving support to all the policies of government with one single agenda in mind: the people, and the people. How to make our people better. And I want to say that we should support this motion, not only in this house, but in our various constituencies. Mr. Speaker, KENYAN GENZ-Zs, the lover of peace. It's about time we take the message to our various constituencies and begin to appeal to them to be a little patient. Mr. President did not mince words when he said there will be difficult times, but it will not last forever. It is delayed gratification for greater gain. Let us wait a little longer.
They have woken up to now provide solution to the hunger in the country. So they knew that there was hunger long time ago, and they didn't do anything. They didn't bother. They didn't even think of cutting down their salaries to provide food or to enhance agriculture in Nigeria. It's now that they will protest, and now they are scared because the day that once it starts, they will be among those first people that they will attack, because those people are earning much more than they are working in this country. Now they are working up and say that they should raise their salary so that they can put it in food in the country. So before, they know that they would do it before. And now I said I will not protest, that I will not copy Kenya, that Kenya is a small country. So Kenya is a small country, and Kenya is more developed than this country. They even know that Nigeria is blessed and we have what it takes to be among the best countries in this world. But no, bad government will not allow that. And now again, they're now saying that we should not roam the streets, that we should not come for protest, that we should give them more time. How many years is the time that they need? It started doing boys regime, nothing was done. Now again, they said we should give them time for that time to do it actually, because they give you time to actually fix the country. But no, you are busy buying this, buying that, building this, building irrelevant things. Because right now, what we need to do is to fix agriculture in this country, to fix our oil, and make sure that the money we generate is being used for the betterment of the country. But no, they used to buy private jets, to build houses, to buy SUVs, and buy useless things that's not even worth it right now. So I think they should be ready for what is coming. So whenever you guys just hear is I hear every single thing they said in the house, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
Let us not go to the streets. Hope is coming. We, your parliamentarians, are making sacrifice. Mr. Speaker, I want to appeal. Even if it means cutting our salary to help the provision of food for our people who are hungry, I want to appeal that the House look into that. I know our salary is not much, but even if it means we did that in COVID. During COVID, we cut our salary. We slice our salary and we help the people. This is a time that is calling for sacrifice. And I'm sure these people here are willing to make sacrifices for our people. Let them consider our appeal. Mr. Speaker, a gentleman here called me this morning, a member of the parliament. He said, we are young parliamentarians. We want to go to appeal to Nigerians, even if it means kneeling down, asking them to be a little patient. And this parliamentarian is not from APC. This parliamentarian is from opposition party. He said, I'm young, like those who are agitating. I am on social media, like those who are agitating. But I know the effort we are making here to make the nation great. If it means kneeling down to them, we will kneel. The parliament is calling on Nigerians. Please, bear with the government a little longer so that these policies will begin to see the light of the day. Thank you as I appeal to this House to in one voice support and be willing, if the leadership calls, for us to make sacrifices with our salary. Just a little pain for us to be able to provide food for our people. Thank you very much. We have a problem. It is not in doubt, Mr. Speaker. There is no member here who disagrees with the point that there is a problem in Nigeria. But also there is no representative here who doesn't believe that problems that we refer to did not just arise overnight. It's a compilation of years of difficulties that piled up. There's an agreement in our mind also that 1 year is not enough to resolve hydra-headed problems. And as a solution hub, what we are here to do is to find the best plug to fit into the hole that will soothe the pain of Nigerians. Nigeria is bleeding, we agree, we are also Nigerians. My name is Benjamin Okezie Carlo. I represent the good people of Nigeria, starting from Bende Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Abia State. I rise to support this motion, all-important motion, timely motion, reasonable motion, nation-building motion. Motion that is laid on this floor with an appeal. It's only a man who is patriotic, who believes in nation building, who presents such motion. So I thank you, Honorable Isiaka, for being sensitive as a leader in Nigeria. I know many of us here are sensitive. Many of the representatives here are passionate about our country. That was why we left all the things we are doing to come to be part of a government that will grow our nation.
We cannot also be deterred from looking at the fact that we may have some undertones under the so-called alleged protest, national protest. Those undertones may, one way or the other, be having what we call political motivation. I want to believe that when you are talking of hunger, when you are talking of when you are fighting for prosperity, you are talking for national unity and development. Sometimes you have to do a little away with political interests and political motives. We must face ourselves, do the right thing without necessarily imputing unnecessary political motives. And in this regard, Mr. Speaker, I want to say without any fear of contradiction that while we continue to encourage the government to continue to employ the use of the carrot, but the government must also be firm and stand on standby, not to discard the stick. Use the carrot approach to assuage people, support them, address issues and hardships, but the stick must not be discarded. Because where we find issues, or you have issues with people who have sinister motives to undermine the success of the present-day government, then definitely the stick will come in to address that situation. Mr. Speaker, I want to finally say that being a religious country, a country that is proudly Muslim and Christian people, we are proud of our two religions, that we call on our people to continue to support the government in authority, so that we will also answer the call of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where he says clearly in the Holy Quran, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu, adi'ullah wa adi'u rasulah wa ulul amri minkum. Which simply means everyone as a faithful is expected to be loyal to authorities, to be loyal to those who are in authorities, because those in authorities are what we call representatives of God on earth. And we'll continue to do justice to our people as time goes forward. My name is Honorable Al-Hassan Ado Dogwa. Mr. Speaker, I represent the good people of Dogwa Tudunwada Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, Madaki is distracting me, but I still would like to put on the record that I am an APC member.
Honorable Ali Madaki, take time. Kano is not just for NNPP alone.
I remain an APC member in an NNPP state, and proudly that. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I would like to first of all start by probably taking from the words of Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I remember in one of his very popular speeches to the nation, he once said that he shared in the grief, he also shared in the pain and the hardship of Nigerian people, how he wished he could have done otherwise. But he promised Nigerians that definitely government will continue to do the right things to be able to assuage and to be able to address the sufferings of Nigerian people. I also would like to put on the record that I rise here to put my voice and my weight behind the mover of the motion and those who have contributed on this motion to advocate for peace. Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it is my belief that you can only have development when you have peace. You can only have progress when you have peace. You cannot have a stable country when that country does not enjoy peace. And for so reasons, I want to align fully with the movers and the advocates of peace in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We will continue to look at the pains of Nigerian people, our constituents who brought us to the floor of this House, to ensure the right things necessarily needed for their well-being and welfare is being done by the government and those of us that are placed in authority to address their problems. Mr. Speaker, I will also want to put slightly to the attention of Nigerian people very recent policies, recent good policies of the government that are meant strictly to address some of these concerns of Nigerian people. Only recently, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, that the president declared our borders open for staple foods, grains, to come into Nigeria free for importation without custom duty. This is an idea that is meant to assuage the suffering of the people, especially in terms of food security and supply of food to our doorsteps. Mr. Speaker, I am also aware that in some of the supplementary arrangements made by the present-day government, the intention was to address some of these issues that are really ravaging the welfare and well-being of our people. And that is why we will continue to give the government that kind of support to continue to do the right thing, Mr. Speaker. While we are doing that, sir, we must also plead with Nigerian people, like the Deputy Speaker has rightly said, to exercise a little patience. I am of the opinion, Mr. Speaker, that 12 years in a journey of about 12 months, in a journey of about 48 months, is too early for us to rush into taking this kind of actions. You should not be misled by whatever action or inaction going on in some neighboring countries. Whatever it is, the consequences of such actions, even in those countries, are not proud actions. You don't have proud results. So it's only when we can be able to bring things on the table, discuss them on the table, and be sure that we can resolve them in the overall interest of Nigerians, that we can be able to make it. Mr. Speaker, I want you to continue to explore means in your relationship with the executive government, the executive arm of government, as the leader of this House, to continue to look at those aspects where things can be made better for Nigerian people.
Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. Honorable Comrade Bashir Usman Goro is my name, representing Garagoranya constituency from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, this issue is a critical issue, and it's timely for this Hallowed Chamber to discuss this matter. I'm a young man. I'm a product of struggle. Normally, in every struggle, 3C is necessary: consultation, confirmation, and confrontation. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I believe, with all honesty, the organizers of the protest, the young people that are calling for the protest, have not put necessary steps to make a confirmation or consultation from the government of the Federation and the government at all levels. In that way, Mr. Speaker, calling protest directly to the street will definitely turn down the peace and unity of our dear nation. Mr. Speaker, I'm a comrade. Anytime we are calling for protest, we must consider the atmosphere that we can lead protest and a peaceful protest. But the present atmosphere, with the frustration, anybody or every organization that is organizing protest is definitely undermining the peace and unity of our dear country. It is constitutional to have or to organize protest, but always you must consider the national interest above individual or group interest. Mr. Speaker, these people that are calling for protest, I believe they don't know what will be the outcome when they go ahead to call for this protest. You can call for protest, but there is always non-state actors at the back door that are waiting to hijack what you think you organize under a peaceful manner. My candid appeal for the young people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is kindly cited on the example of what is currently going in the continent of Africa, that there is a conspiracy of the Western world. Do not undermine what your action can cause as far as the economic prosperity, peace, and the progress of your own country. Mr. Speaker, giving a reference, far back 2009, under the aegis of African Youth and Student Association, we organized a mega rally in Sudan, trying to showcase what we believe is unacceptable policies across the African country. But at the end of the day, the protest turned out to be unpeaceful, and the Sudanese that hosted the protest bear the consequences. And now, the same issues is being championed in Kenya. The same issues is being championed in many African countries. Nigerian, always, the case is different. When we started something, we don't know where it is going to be end. So I call for my fellow young people that, yes, I'm a member of opposition extraction, but at this very critical time, it is a matter of dialogue. It is a matter of talks. Discuss, consult before you take a step of confrontation. My fellow young people, understand the situation and allow the policies to strive and see where the necessary way forward. Mr. Speaker, on this note, I want to once more call on my fellow young people to please exercise one more patience to see where the policies direction of this present administration is heading to before making any further confrontation. Please consult, make confirmation before taking any further confrontation step. Thank you very much.